This is the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast, episode 373.
I program my home computer.
We have a server crash, 404 error, page not found, links aren't working, system is crashing, system is crashing, system is crashing.
Your old HTML website, barely alive. We have the technology. We have WordPress. A new website, better than it was before. Better, stronger, faster. Well, hello, everybody. This is Adam Sorley, host of the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. All right, upcoming events. No WordCamps, digital or in person, and no jobs to share this week, even though I do tweet that out from time to time. No one shared any opportunities, so I have nothing to forwardly share to you. But they're out there. If you're looking for a job, you can find them. And if you are looking to hire, just let me know, and I'll share that here in this segment as well. All right, moving on to segment one in the news. Upcoming events. So this is part in the news. WordCamp Europe has a call for speakers. The event itself is June 7th through the 10th this year. The speaker submission closes April 24th. So yeah, you need to get on that. Depends on when you're listening to this. This episode drops on the 19th of April, so later this week. So if you hear this episode after the 24th of April, you've missed the speaker submission. So check that out. All right. And that is going to be, by the way, remote, virtual as well. So just like last year, WordCamp Europe is virtual. Okay, moving on to the meat and potatoes, segment 2. When, what, how to add new services to your business for growth. And this came to me, this idea, because, we're always talking about trying to increase revenues and growth and opportunities. And I saw somebody ask a similar question on a Slack group I'm in. So, it's very much those who revolve in recurring revenue. It can be a great way to build sales and move your company forward in a more accelerated fashion, right? Different revenue channels allow you to grow your business, to diversify risk and capitalize on your reputation. If you're doing good work, why not capitalize on that, right? So, it really comes down to developing and offering both new and or complementary products to your current market, to what you do. And it really does start, you need to stay true to your brand, okay? So like, for example, a company like Bose would be confusing customers if it started offering some subscription service, I don't know, like for eyeglasses or diapers. I don't know, just kind of crazy. Walmart would be out of its place and out of this niche if it started offering high-end organic food subscriptions. Okay, I'm just saying, it just doesn't make sense, right? Okay, so keep those things in mind. You really want to stay true to your brand. Offering a new recurring line of revenue to your existing line takes advantage of your reputation, of the trust you've built with your customers. Now, our clients see us, I say this, us and you and me as a single entity. They see us as the expert in our area. And if you present the new offering in the same area of your expertise, your experience and knowledge of the target market will increase the new line, the new opportunity, the new offering. It'll increase that chance of success. It's really, really simple if you think about that. Okay, so yeah, kind of ways to go about this. Use previous and new customer feedback to help you get and determine your next moves. It's kind of, just how do you know what to do? Well, based on the feedback you get, based on the questions you've been asked from past clients or even from a new client. Hey, do you do this? No, we don't. Maybe it's something to think about. Okay, so in the WordPress space, what can you add? Well, here are 4 or 5 things, and 5 things that you may consider adding to your repertoire if you haven't already included them. So first and foremost, hosting. Now, I've done this 2 different times now. Initially, I started doing this and then I stopped. And now I'm back to doing it again. And the reason I'm back is it makes sense for me, especially that I'm trying to niche down and I want to provide a certain level of service that I feel I can only do if I'm in control of all of the pieces of the puzzle. Okay, building it, the site, hosting it, and providing the support, the maintenance, the upkeep, all those things. Okay, so hosting can be great, easy way to make additional revenue, but also could be a headache. You want to make sure you know what you're doing. You want to make sure you have a solid hosting company in place. that you're reselling, etc., on your own, and make sure you have the processes in place to manage that. It's proven really well for me, but it has moments. Like I mentioned a few months back, we got hacked, and I had to switch hosts and services, and you want to make sure you have all those things in the right place. So hosting is one way to go about it. That's one. Another thing here is SEO. So SEO is not my SEO standing for search engine optimization. It's not my thing per se, but it could be yours. In my opinion, it's a moving target, but some people really enjoy that task of trying to narrow down and niche down into the SEO. I don't personally like it, and I don't have anyone on my team that does it at the moment. Maybe we offer this down the line as an add-on service in the marketing realm of doing business with clients, but right now it's not in my repertoire at all. Along the same lines of that would be like analytics and reporting. Google Analytics and any type of analytics, but Google being the big one here, has its own entity, its own courses, learning curve. It's amazing what you can do with it. Tracking, click ads, every little thing can be tracked. And those analytics need to get reported somehow. And clients ask me for that from time to time, and I give them basic reports. I've thought about going down this rabbit hole, if you will, and it very well may be a thing that I look into, and I could see that being something might come up sooner than later versus SEO, for example. But right now, it's, again, not in my toolbox. We don't have someone to do it. I have other things on my plate, so it's not going to be a thing right now. All right, so now the fourth one, there's two more to go here. The fourth one is legal. Using a service like Termageddon to provide privacy policies, terms and condition, GDPR. California has their own policy now, or certain legalities that you need to have on a website. Cookies could be totally worth it. And Termageddon, they're friends of the show. They're friends of mine, Hans and Donata. Actually, I had Donata on the episode 297 way back. When was that, actually? That was back not too long ago. Well, it's been a while now, but back in November 2019, so it has been a while. Check out Termageddon. I mean, that could be something that you can white label. You can buy it, resell it, pass along the pricing, mark it up, etc. But it's definitely something that we're looking into doing more of. I think it's a no-brainer, really. That's one for sure. And then lastly, content writing would be one where I'm actually starting to do this more moving forward because I want to include this. And because, again, for niching down, I found that it's helping my clients have a great experience, and it gets the building of the website done in a more timely manner. I don't have to wait for content. We can have a writer on staff, which I have a couple people I go to, and they can do the research. We can present it to the client, but it comes with the overall packaging. So again, hosting, SEO, analytics, legal docs, and I say legal docs from that perspective of not contracts, but things on the website, privacy policies, terms and conditions, GDPR, that type of thing. Legal documentation, you should see a lawyer for, have an attorney do that kind of thing for you. So totally separate. You don't want to resell legal stuff. Anyway, so, and content writing. So, all right. So now let's not forget about the caveats of offering a new service. So if you have to lay out more cash to offer their service to get an ROI, it may not be worth it unless you're willing to run in the red for a bit. It could take a bit of time to have someone on staff to do certain things before you see the ROI. In the book Traction, this was mentioned. The story was using a gardener offering all of their services, gutter cleaning, window washing, but then he had to go buy ladders, a hire crew, get insurance, and it cost more at the same rate. So he actually lost money and time. So there's that to consider. And then, of course, how do you pitch this to a client without coming across as icky or salesy? Well, in my opinion, it's a standard and open conversation. Again, clients trust us. If you have an email newsletter of sorts, it would be a great thing to include. Perhaps a casual mention on a phone call. Nothing sleazy if it's mentioned with sincerity and with the goal of being helpful to the client. That is how that is, in my opinion. It really is. So there you have it. Add some services, grow your business. Let me know if you have any other ideas on this. I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. And moving on now to segment 3, tip and tool of the week. This tool is a new search engine called ECOSIA, ECOSIA. It's a browser extension, and apparently they plant trees for every time that you use them. The ad revenue from the search helps plant trees where they're needed most. I heard about this on a Slack group I'm in. My friend, I guess, who was it? It was Elisa who mentioned this. And Elisa was on this podcast as well. So thanks for that, Elisa. I really do appreciate it. And I think that's it. Yeah, check it out. ECOSIA, ECOSIA. I'm going to go with that as a pronunciation. So check it out. And I think you just go to ecosia.com. Yeah, Pretty cool. All right, that's it. If you have any questions, go ahead, send it in via email, adam@KitchensinkWP.com, or use that speak pipe function on the website. If you want to support the show, you can become a Patreon. I appreciate that. KitchensinkWP.com/Patreon. You can sponsor the show. There's a form on the website. And if you're looking for some business coaching, check out my offerings over at adamsilver.com. Thanks for listening. See you next week. Now go out and do some awesome things with WordPress. All right, bye-bye.